I shall begin greeting students at the door. Good morning, good afternoon, depending on what time it is. And as they all have a seat, at whatever seat that they would like on the first day, I would be directing their attention to the board, and we'll just get started on our daily assignment. So I'll just get started on that. Okay, class, on each of your desks, there should be an index card. On this index card, please write your name, block, period number on the blank side. And on the line side, I'd like you to answer these three things. The first two are questions. Name one place you like to visit and why. Second, what is your favorite thing to do on your spare time? And third, tell me something you may want me to know. It can be personal, so like a medical issue saying you maybe need to sit closer to the board, or something you may need to go to the restroom more often than not. Or just something that you'd like me to know. This is for me to know you guys better. And I will give you guys 5 minutes to get started on this. And then after that, we'll just start. I'll start getting going with sharing and introductions. Okay, so 5 minutes is over. Okay, if I can have all my scholars' attention. If you're not finished, please make sure that you do by the end of the day, and drop that index card at the box near the door, okay, on your way out. I shall begin introducing myself. My name is Mr. Salazar. Yes, like the restaurant Bobby Salazar's. I don't know him, so apologies, no free food or discounts, all right? Uh, I shall be your English literature teacher. My educational background and degree is in English. I've always had a connection with the subject since I began school. My degree is in English, so I've been fortunate to have many great teachers from high school to college that just pushed my thinking and challenged me to delve deeper into this genre, which is why I'm here teaching you guys today. Um, Now, I'm no writer by any means, but that's not because I don't want to. It's because my free time is instead spent with my family and doing what I enjoy, which is my man cave and watching some great movies, all right? I'm a regular reader, but I'm an avid movie fanatic. I enjoy timeless classics to your most popular action-packed hero movies that you guys all love today. I think they all serve a justifiable purpose to whatever the director composes to relate to his audience. But you guys are here to learn the basics of language, and I'm here to help you form that into being sufficient communicators. Communication is universal, which is why I'd say it's the most essential subject in our entire education's curriculum. This has to do with the fact that throughout history, beginning with cavemen and Neanderthals, we began speaking to each other in one way, shape, or form. We still do it today, but what's awesome is they're just not one particular way. There are so many languages and so many forms. For example, I'm going to ask you guys this question. Would you guys consider art a language? Like a painting? What about music? Dance? Pretty much anything that could create a feeling and emotion that can be formulated into words is a language. It's a beautiful thing as we now see like language through our electronic devices, as it's just an evolution, right? And like we text instead of call, or we look up certain images instead of going to see this image. Like we're sending images just from being outside. All right, these things are outside, and we're just not appreciating them. We're just appreciating them in a different way, right? Or we're learning how to communicate in a different way, which I think is a lost art. I think we should communicate, and I think we should see things for ourselves with our naked eyes there in front of us instead of on our electronic devices. But we'll talk about that later. All right. I want us just to feel comfortable in this class. I want us to start learning about each other and getting to know one another. So we're going to start with this activity. So on your cards, I want you to share one of your first two answers with the person next to you, and um, we'll get started with that. So if we can, I'll give you some time to chit chat with the person next to you. If you guys don't have a person next to you, just please raise your hand. I'll find you somebody. All right. So get started on that. Ready? Go. All right, you guys are all done. All right, awesome. I'll just start with myself. I'll answer all three because I can talk a lot. So first, name one place you wish you can visit eventually and why. Well, I would love to visit Rome, Italy. I feel there's so much history from the great Roman empires to the great historic monuments like the Colosseum, where the gladiators fought, the Fontana di Trevi, which is a beautiful giant fountain. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And to the giant cathedrals that are so beautiful as well. I mean, the art, just everything that goes into that building is historic, and it's just beautiful, captivating. If you guys look up images on your phone, look that up. It's actually mesmerizing. Second favorite thing to do on my spare time, besides watching movies and spending time with my family, as I mentioned, I love to shoot some hoops. I played basketball pretty much all throughout high school, and then I wanted to continue into college, but of course scheduling, and then it's hard. It's difficult being a student athlete. So I have a lot of respect for athletes, especially if they carry over to the next level at the college level. It's definitely a difficult thing to do. But hey, if you can do it, that's really impressive. Something that you guys should know about me right off the bat, something, you know, personal. I would say that I don't miss very many days. All right, so don't expect me to be like, oh, we're gonna have a sub today. No, no, no. I am usually, I'm usually always here. Just don't get your hopes up. There won't be many subs. I hate procrastinating or falling behind, so I apologize. Sometimes I may do actually come in a little congested, but it's what I do. I'm here to assist you guys and see that all our work goes through accordingly. If I miss days, I'm falling behind. I have to write sub plans. It's just not. It's not good. Well, that's not what I do, uh, and I'll just leave it at that. Sorry. If we can please start over here with sharing, please. Just one of the two questions, whatever you feel comfortable answering. It's up to you. So start. Okay. And then after we share answers, I will, of course, state I really appreciate everyone's participation. You all had some terrific answers. Thank you for sharing. Now we shall go on to the syllabus. But before doing so, I want to say this is not your standard syllabus. As you can see, as I pass these papers, they're going to probably be shocked. It's just one page. I got this from Dan Myers. Very simple. I don't want to cram with all kinds of information. This is a simple overview of our class and some expectations we shall follow. These things I hope will become routine. Therefore, we will have, it will become like clockwork with our daily procedures, and we'll be able to get the ball rolling. The least amount of time we have on our instructions, the more time we'll be able to have free time at the end of class, where we can do some daily free reading, extra credit trivia. I like to have some fun with that, and perhaps just some wind down time where I'll just let you guys get on your devices, and we'll be able to just hang out for the last few minutes of class, or on your Chromebooks, as some classes may have. We may have some Chromebooks here to have the students just work on and play with. So first, we start with our crucial rules. Generally, I follow the rules of the school. So, for example, the acronym clause, we have at Central Unified, come prepared for the C, live responsibly, L, for the A, act safely, and the W, work together, and the S, show respect. I love doing this because, again, I'm passionate about my class, and so therefore I'm passionate about the school. I'm all about the students, and that's just going to carry over because I already expect them to know those things. So it's just going to save time for me explaining behavioral, issues. What I am going to do though, as we go into consequences, um, but before we do that, again, the crucial rules for my class, simple. Just respect the speaker when he's talking. That includes me, the lecturer. Um, there's no talking when I'm talking, please. And when another person talking, when a student is answering asking a question or just answering, I like other students to also just be quiet, pay attention, and have respect because you don't want to overstep anybody. Please respect others how you would wish to be respected, right? Um, Consequences, generally, I hope to not have these in many of my classes. I usually don't, but we have this class attention, which is a meeting with me either at lunch, during your break, or after school, and we'll just talk about what happened, uh, making sure that we get things ironed out. It may not be a big thing, but let's just have a quick discussion. So that'll be the first step. The next one is a parent phone call. I hope to not get to that level. I don't want to treat you guys like babies. Like just if I have to make that phone call, I have to make that phone call. But let's just all not get to that level. And the third, of course, is the most severe, where we're gonna have to do something else. Possibly school detention, but it's gonna be it's gonna be more lengthier than our first and second. Of course, it's gonna be something where we'll probably have to get administration involved and go from there. So yeah, don't do anything that are against the acronym of our school again, and our crucial rules respecting the speakers and just respect in general. And we won't have to deal with that. So, okay, after we get through the consequences, we shall go with the bathroom policies. Um, what I generally do in my classes is that I'm going to do this. It's a simple hand signal. So please do not raise your hand. It's this. And all you have to do is please go log in your time and date when you leave and when you return. Therefore, there isn't an issue of where where was my student at this certain time. I know they're in the restroom. Of course, if you're taking more than 7-8 minutes, I'm gonna know you're gone. So don't take advantage of it. All right, guys. I understand you may not even need to use the restroom. You just need a breath of fresh air or something. I understand, but don't abuse this privilege. Please just 7 minutes tops, and go take care of business and come back into class. Don't forget to sign in, sign out, and of course I only allow one person at a time. So if you do see somebody that hasn't logged back in yet, please just return to your seat and wait for that person to come back. That'll be much appreciated, and we'll be able to work efficiently while we're doing lecturing or an activity or whatever. Then we go to grading. Of course, a 60% is needed to pass the class. But I expect my students to try harder. All right, I expect you guys to get good grades. I'm here to work with you and help you be successful. So that is the basic minimum. But again, I expect more. 70% of our grade is based on assignments, and 30% will be a mixture of participation and activities we do in class. Stuff that just basic showing up and doing your work is accounted for, and that's it. I mean, basically, I can guarantee you guys, if you guys follow the rules in class, follow the acronym of our school, and just have some pride in your work and showing up every day, not being tardy, which is what I'm going to get into next, will get you a good grade in this class, I guarantee it. So again, now we're going to go into tardies. Late work is permitted. Well, please just come talk to me before. I love like that early conversation. It's just responsible, and I generally think I'm a pretty understanding person, so I will adjust, but I need that conversation, guys. Please just come talk to me saying, hey, Mr. Salazar, something, this is coming up. Is it okay if I turn in, a day late or, a couple days late? It is, or, a few hours. It is fine. All right. I'm pretty understanding. So please just have that conversation with me. But tardy isn't an justifiable excuse. Okay. At the beginning of class, I expect homework to be turned in first thing while we're doing our daily assignments, just as we did today with our index cards. So again, tardies can hinder your grade because you're not getting that assignment in on time. It's going to be considered late, and it will be accepted, but it's going to be with the dockage of points. What that point system has, been decided, it has not been yet, but again, that's going to hurt your grade, guys. So please just show up on time. If you can't come on time, what is perfectly fine with me is giving it to somebody that's going to turn it in for you. That is responsible, and I respect that, so that will be okay as well. Daily belongings. Your composition, now we're going to get started with what we need in class every day. Our composition books, because we'll be working on those. Binders, I just recommend that because you want to be organized and you want to be cleanly. I mean, I've seen papers where they're just, bent up, and, keep that well protected in your binders. I'm going to start, hacking down on just docking points that work is just looking like they just got bitten up by the dog. Please turn in your work with pride and respect, because I mean I'm not gonna accept that type of work. It's got to be A1 and come in here ready to roll. Pen and pencil, obviously, to write your folders. I would expect you to have that in your binder to keep our classwork in and just be organized. Daily assignments, obviously, because that it will be due at the beginning of each class. And lastly, my overall mission is simply stated: we will think differently, which is another great reason I felt so compelled with going into English as my profession, because it is difficult to have a wrong answer or question on the topic. Again, guys, we all come from unique backgrounds based on our culture and our experiences. Never feel afraid to ask or comment because at the end of the day, even myself is continuing to learn and will love this interaction with everyone, all right, within my classes. This concludes our day and syllabus. If you have left, I would like you guys to begin your surveys. I shall leave this slide up as a reminder. And if you have any questions, again, feel free to ask. I'm excited, ecstatic to get started. And again, I'm looking forward to this semester. Looking to, dive into our literature and learn to be great communicators. So thank you all for being here. I had a wonderful day, and I hope you guys will do so also. All right, that is it.